Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. This is Laurette, and it's Marvelous Makeup Monday. Well, I called it Marvelous. Today, for me, is Memorial Day weekend, and it is Monday, which is Memorial Day, and I'm actually filming this on Sunday because I plan to take Monday off and do no crafting, although you would think that would be a day that, well, probably the rest of you craft because you have the day off. But for me, every day is a work day, and I decided that this holiday season I was going to try to take Monday off. But you know, more than likely I'll end up filming something because I want to get back in the studio. I have lots of beautiful things to share with you today. I did try to film this on Saturday, and I just, I lost my crafty mojo. It completely went away. And it's taken me a few days to get it back. So hopefully it's on par and we don't struggle with anything. But you know what happens to all of us? Sometimes we're crafting along and we just hit a flat spot and that's it. And that's what happened to me. And it happens. I craft so much, sometimes I just run out of creative gas, so to speak. So anyway, let's get moving. Since it is Make It Monday, we have things to make. But I wanted to show you a few things that I've been working on. As you know, I'm working on this wonderful little album. This is going to be a ring journal, and it's nice and fat through here. It's about 1.5 inches. It looks bigger, but it's not. And I spent a great deal of time on Saturday, all day Saturday, working on getting this put together, getting all the holes punched, figuring out where the pages were going to go, cutting pages, adding the ring protective, what do you call those? Hole protectors. Thank you. Anyway, getting those on each and every page, and then cutting out, trimming some, this is Kool-Aid dyed paper, and then some coffee dyed paper, and figuring out what pages we're going to go where and how many do I need, and on and on. So, that was a full day process. I also spent, and then I had this on silver rings, which I had ordered these and I didn't think they were going to come in time. So through Amazon, I got, which is all the sizes. There's 50 pieces here, a variety of 1 inch to 2 inch. And then I also ordered some in rose gold for future projects. So, because I have some things I want to do with that. So I was waiting for them to come in, and they finally did. And I was so excited. And then, so I had to take everything off and start over and rethread it back on, but that's okay. And then I also spent the day fussy cutting tons and tons and folding and inking and making a few things. So, my time went to good use, even though, I couldn't do it on film. So that's okay. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. It isn't always so easy as I thought it would be to just, turn on the camera and come along with me. As we know, that doesn't always work. Sometimes you just end up with a mess. So it's just well that I didn't. So I'm going to set this off to the side, but we are coming back to it because this is what we're working on for Make It Monday. We need to start working on the inside pages. Now, some of the things I did work on last week and finished. Some of it I started with you. I started these lovely pieces with you. These were the Rachel at Roxy Creations Challenge. I think it was week 20. And you saw I made these, but I had not completely decorated them. So they're all finished with lace and bling and cards, which have bling. And then they have a little postcard. And then I also put I signed it and put my little tag on the back. So here we are. This is what the pink one looks like. It is an extension of this. Okay. And then it also has a little postcard in it, which is a stamp that I have that I stamped and cut and inked. And so that's in there. So you can write on the back of that. You can write on the back of both these pieces. And then you have all this to write on. So this is a wonderful insert into your journal or to give as a little gift. And here's the third one, which I don't think, I'm sorry, my voice just went. I sound like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse. I don't think I had finished this last time. I wanted to correct something. These little flowers are from Claudia at Timeless Crochet for You. And I used all her little flowers on all 3 pieces. So this is Claudia who makes these at Timeless Crochet for You. I misspoke and said Carol or something. I don't know what I said. I was so excited that day. Wasn't all together. So we have our little notebook, and again we have another little postcard tag, and then all of these are signed on the back. So those are completed. I did finish all of my Edith Holden tags. They've all been stitched all the way around and are ready to go. Oh, these are upside down. And are ready to go. So they're all done and completed. I haven't signed these. I was debating because they're journaling cards, and I felt like if I put something there, they don't have a full space to journal. I'm not really sure if I should or not, so I'm debating. But of course, you could always cover it up, but that's space you lose. So got to think about that, whether I'm going to sign those or not. These I did because these are 3 full pieces that I made, and aren't these fun? Oh my gosh, these are so fun to make. They're what I call triple bag pocket, and you have 3 tags, 3 pockets. You have 1, 2, 3, oops, sorry, 4. And you could have a 5th if you put it onto a book page. So if you, let's say you set it on a book page and you glue it on, you know, you could leave this open and you would have 5 places to tuck journaling cards or papers or tags or whatever you want to use. So they all have a tag that you can write on the back of. You have word tags here, so it means they all have a little word, or, well, that one doesn't, but word or sentiment. And then you have a tag up here that you can journal on. So you can journal on that and that and that. And then you have a piece of journaling paper. And this is parchment paper. And then the bag itself is mounted on, which is where your 4th little spot is mounted onto a piece of parchment cardstock, good size, you know, to give it some weight. So I was really inspired when I saw something similar to this. I can't remember. I think it might have been pink monarch butterfly. Not positive, but she did something similar, not the same thing. This is my version of it. And we have a card here again that matches, you know, the card there. Everything is blank on the back so that you can write on the back of all of these. I seem to have the shakes today. I'll go like that. So, excuse me, bear with me. Honestly, I just finished watching the Indy 500 and it was super duper exciting. I'm a race fan, and I also watch NASCAR and Formula One and drag racing. So because that's my husband's hobbies, of course, they became mine. So for 44 years, every Sunday before Memorial Day, we sit down and watch the race from start to finish together. So it's our 44-year tradition. So anyway, we have these darling little butterflies on all of these. This one has a butterfly as well. And these are also Claudia's butterflies. She made these as well. And you can see these are just adorable. And here's the 3rd one, and it has one too. They're all kind of 3D. I've given it as much layering as I can. Again, it has the tags in it. Lovely words. It's got a tag at the top. And again, another journaling sheet. So and these will fit. I believe these are just 7.5 inches tall, and they're 4.5 inches wide. So they should fit on a standard journaling page, depending upon how big your journals are. All right, that does it. So I'm going to remove this, and we're going to get busy. Okay, so as you know, we're going to be working on this little baby here. And I did some fun took Jolene's little 4-up cards, and I made a cute little notebook out of this one. And it has, this is a belly band here. It's a pocket back here. I don't have a full yet. And then there's a pocket page right here. And I'm not sure if we'll put pockets here or what we'll do yet, but I haven't quite finished that. I did do her, she made some dressmaker's notes, and these were sheets that were full sheets. You cut in half and fold, and so there they are. They can be used as journaling cards or as something fun, you know, in the journal. And I made them, these have rounded edges and these have the squares, so I did make those yesterday. I got them all ready to go. So we have, and then like I said, I cut out a whole lot of things. So here we go. All right. This is as far as I've gotten on the front. Like I said, I still feel like something belongs here. It's probably going to be a word or something. This still needs to be decorated, but what I decided to do is put in all of my pockets, tucks, belly bands, whatever I'm going to use first. Then I'll go back and decorate everything, and then we'll slide in all the bits and pieces. So I may go in order and I may not. Now, none of these little pages will get anything because these are strictly for writing. At least, I don't think they're going to get anything. This page here obviously needs to be decorated, and I need to do something with the front. And I have a number of those throughout. I think there's about 2, let's see, 3. We have one of those to cover and decorate. I don't know how many there are. 4. I think there's 4 or 5. Yeah, 5. Actually, I'm seeing where one is kind of missing, I think. Is it missing? No, it's not missing. So there's about 5 of those we have to do, plus the 4 of these. So we have quite a bit to do. It's going to take me a bit. I don't know if I'll do it all on camera. Depends if you want to see a good part of it or not. These rings don't work. Oh, because I've gotten the, yeah, I see the problem. Uh-oh. I may have to do some work to get that off of there. Oh, goodness. That is the only thing I am not a fan of. As you can see, is the ring part. Darn it. I need to kind of put that to the back. I guess it worked its way to the front. I thought I was careful with that, but not as careful as I would like. So let me... I'll take, whoops, not that. We will. This is an antique gold, by the way, if I didn't say, and I got it on Amazon. So if you need them on Amazon, just look up antique gold binder rings or binder rings, the size you want, 2 inches or 1 inch or whatever your sizes you're looking for, and they'll pop up. If you just say binder rings, the good part is you get to see every size and color. They come in black, they come in bronze, a whole bunch of colors. So we're not just limited to the silver ones that you get, you know, at the office supply or wherever you get them. Now, I also don't know, I'm undecided here. I'm going to get a pair of scissors as to whether I'm going to leave these edges, these long. I personally, it's not my aesthetic. I also don't like strings of any kind on my work, so I need to cut those off. I know a lot of ladies do it. It's part of their look, but it's not part of mine. So anytime I get something with hanging threads, I got to cut them off because it just goes against everything I was taught in my training. And my training is ingrained like breathing. I mean, I really can't get away from just automatically cutting strings. It's like in my head and it's locked in there, and it will be forevermore. So I'm debating. I may cut these off, not 100%, but pretty close with some pinking shears. I'm thinking that's going to be my thing. I know a lot of people like this, but it's just not for me. I love the look on someone else's book. I just can't make myself do it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll reserve judgment. That's why I haven't cut them off yet, because I'm just not sure. Now, for these pages that already have some gesso, I could just leave them as a decorative page. And that's my quandary. And maybe put a pocket on this side, but I'm thinking this is going to be my pocket side. Now, I do have a number of pockets from Jolene's kit at a Jewel Design. Try to keep my head out of the, I'm not sure how close my husband has me. This is an envelope, and I may use that as a pocket. Oh, I did stitch. I mean, I stitched and stitched yesterday for a couple hours. I probably stitched like 20 or 30 pieces. But these are going to get used. So that's a possibility for that. There's a pocket there. There's a potential pocket or wrap. Envelope. That may go on a page or in the back. I've got to decide. Or it might be something I tuck in. I don't really know. That could be... I'm taking the obvious pockets. No, I know there were more. Oh, here we go. Got some lace pockets. And of course, really anything can be a pocket. I mean, you can turn any piece of paper or card or cardstock, anything can be turned into a pocket. So I just wanted to grab, you know, like that could be made a pocket. Maybe not on that page because of the fabric, but elsewhere it could be, right? So I'm looking to see in my little kit if I have, no. Oh, you know, I was just thinking on my very front page, usually we like to put a pocket. I am wondering, oh, but I hate to cover this up, unless I do like, I usually like to put a pocket on that page, but I don't want to cover that up. So I don't think, if I do this one, maybe I'll do a glassine envelope or a belly band. I could possibly put a belly band on there, but it covers that. Maybe a smaller belly band. I don't know if I have any of my strips yet left. I've used most of them. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I could do a belly band right there. And I actually think that's a really awesome idea. Okay, let me make a pile of these goodies. Whoops. And then we'll figure out where they're going to go. Maybe that's what we'll do. Instead of pulling out that page, I'm wondering if I should just leave it in there like Miss Gail does and fill it in as we go. I know I seem undecided, but I rarely ever make a journal. I have made them, don't get me wrong, but it's not my forte and not my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to get some ink here. I don't do it very often. So, and I've never done it on camera, obviously, because I'm new to videos. So, you know, I haven't done them on video before. I'm a little nervous, but I'll get it. You got to do something once, you know. You got to try it. I don't know if I want to go top to bottom, all the way down, including that, or just go to there. Maybe I'll just go to here because I have a feeling this is going to get a piece of lace if I know me, you know, if I know myself well enough. Let me see. Perfect. Okay. You know, I'll keep that little bit because I use every bit of it. We're going to ink that since I just made a mess out of it. I think I like that. Now, I feel like this belly band needs a bit of decoration. So let me see what I have. Oh, perfect. Put a little bit of that Grow Green ribbon on there, maybe. Jolene gave me some beautiful things, us, not just me, but us, some beautiful things to work with. So we want to do that. And I probably am just going to take my time on this. I'm not going to rush through it. Let's see how far we get. If we don't get very far, I'll work on it in my next one. I'll work on it for a couple, maybe all of this week. And then if I'm not done, I'll finish it off camera and then show you. I don't want to, I have lots of other things to share with you, so I don't want to take up too much time. I don't like it when they drag on and on, so I don't want to do that. And I'm going to make this a double belly because I don't want to, I'm not going to glue that down. Now, where's my glue? I used it all day yesterday. Let's hope I didn't gunk it up and it won't work today. So fingers crossed. Here we go. Oh, and isn't that pretty? I put a, I don't know if you could see. Oh, yeah. I used a paper. I don't know what kit it was from, but that has stitching on it. And I thought that was absolutely perfect for this. It's from another sewing journal. I think it's Shabby Art Boutique, which is a club. It's a great club. You have to join it. 2-month minimum. She's in, of course, it doesn't want to work. She is in Australia. And so when you buy, it shows the Australian money and then it'll convert it for you, but it doesn't show it. You really don't know what you're spending because it depends on what your currency is, your country's currency is at the time. Somewhere between $6 and $9 a month, which isn't bad. And you get hundreds of pieces literally to use, but it's a theme usually. She did a sewing one. She's done a carnival one. She did kind of an Eastery type one. This last one was kind of a farm animal one. She's an artist and she draws and paints a good portion of her. The work is very much hers. So, but she's very strict about how you use her work. So if you're one to do a lot of mask making, you can't use her work. So she does have restrictions. And, you know, as much as I love her work and it's beautiful, honestly, if she does any more really cutesy little kits, I probably won't stay in the club because it's not for me. I like shabby. And yes, shabby can be cute, but sometimes it's a little too juvenile for me. So we'll see what, whether I continue to. I love her work, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely stunning. But I don't know if I'll stay in the group or not. Or in the club. Because it's an automatic charge to your credit card. So whether you like that kit or not, you're stuck with it. So it's not like you can choose kits or anything. Can't say, oh yeah, I want this one, and no, I don't want that one. So, but she's a very, very talented artist. Her work is above and beyond. She draws and, oops, this is crooked. She draws and paints everything. So, well, not everything, but the majority of her images. I think she's like everyone. She uses, you know, the unrestricted artworks too. Okay, so now we have a belly band here and here, and we'll decide later what that's going to be. All right, so that one's done. Now we have to decide if we want a pocket, where we want our next pocket. I think that's going to be the way to go. I think the pockets would be best on these, but that means I do have to decorate first because they don't have anything on the pages. So what do I want to put on here? I would think some of Jolene's images. As I told you, I have reprinted everything like 100 times. I see some images I really like, but that would mean I'm also going to be covering them up with a pocket. So I think I might want her, this particular image isn't from hers. It's from Shabby Art, isn't from Jolene. My printer pulled it through and left ink on the ends of both of these, so I rescued it by cutting off, you can see there's ink on there, cutting off the ink. So I figured what I might do is collage with it a little bit. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do a little bit of a collage on here, and then we'll put the pocket on. And I think we will use this pocket here because of the roses. I think it would look lovely with that. So let's do that. I am going to take this out because I do think, my goodness, that would be much easier to work with. Then I don't take a chance of ruining my page. Well, I hope this lovely Monday finds you all well and happy, feeling good, and you had a marvelous, fabulous, wonderful weekend. I'm getting my cutter. Sorry, just give me a minute. I don't want to dump everything. 1 second. I'm about to dump the world on the floor here. Also, something else. I got this yesterday, or yesterday or the day before, from Etsy. It is Cartabella. It is vellum cardstock with dots and stripes. I haven't looked. All I see is dots. I guess supposedly there's stripes in here. They're a rose gold. They're not gold. I don't see any stripes. That's weird. It says stripes and... Huh. Well, all right. Oh, collection. So there must be... You don't get very many. You get gold foil dots, silver, and copper. Oh, okay, I see. Said something completely different online. But anyway, you don't get that many. So it's something I'm going to be using possibly in this journal in just like sparingly. It is vellum. So if I want to do pockets and things, I can do that. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It's hard to find. It's not online on Amazon. It's sold out. It's sold out just about everywhere. I was lucky to find that one. But unless you're really, really into vellum, don't bother with it. It's super expensive too. So nothing cheap about it. Let me see. Excuse me, nothing inexpensive about it. This paper is definitely directional, I have to say. So, let me see. I can see that's going to be one of my favorite papers. I did reprint it a few times just to make sure. No, I did it anyway. Oh, gosh, Laurette. Well, I mean, what did I just do? I don't know. And then I just want to barely trim the bottom a little bit. I want to straighten it up because it seems like I cut it crooked because I was cutting off all of the ink. It was bad. I bought a new printer. It's sitting waiting to be used. We've tested it to make sure it works. But it's an HP, and I've had it one I use is out. They don't produce it anymore, but so I had to search the world far and wide because I really like it. And I found it, and I bought it. And I'm just holding it off to the side because mine's been giving me fits. So periodically, I'm part of the HP Ink Club, and periodically I don't know if they're refilling or what they're doing, but they leak, and they leak into the inside and ruin your printer, which is I think what's happened with mine. So now I'm starting to get pieces that come out covered in ink in the wrong places, and I'm getting all kinds of problems. So I'm not a real happy camper. All right, that gives me what I want. And since the pocket's going to go down here, I know I just covered this up, didn't I? I hate to do that. I feel like it should have, like, where you still see the white. I can't turn it over that way because it's not the way I punch these. Well, I'll put the pocket on this side, and I'll leave that white side for now until I decide what I want to do with that, because I haven't worked with pieces that have that before, so I'm kind of new to that, working with gesso. I've done it on other things, but not on pages, I guess. I did some envelopes and things, some folio envelopes that way. So I would say then we could go ahead and put our pocket on down here. Yeah, that's perfect. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do that. So let me ink. I did put a new end. So what did you all do for your weekend? If you're in the U.S., and I know other countries celebrate Memorial Day because it's in remembrance, I think, of all of the military personnel we've lost, to wars and service. And also to remember all those who have ever served, and then our loved ones who have gone before us. So it's usually a time that, I remember my dad, who recently passed away, but he was Purple Heart decorated first lieutenant in the Marine Corps, and he served in World War II and Korea. So he's definitely someone who, we remember Memorial Day weekend for his service to the country, and also because he's my dad and he just recently passed away. I say recently, 2 years, I guess, but for me, that's recent. All right. He did take a bullet in Korea, made it out, and so, Purple Heart veteran. Medal of Valor and a number of other medals, so he's... Now, her kit, she doesn't have this white. I wanted this pocket to have some volume, so I cut it out with the white around it, since I know, about making pockets. All right. And I did score that just to get a little, that didn't do me any good. Just to give me a little better line. I've been having, it's easier to fold because this is a heavier, it's not printer paper, it's presentation paper, which is about 65 pounds. My printer paper is only 32, so it's about double the weight of my printer paper. And scoring it gives me a little bit better weight. And excuse me, because this has lift here, I just did the one side because this will glue on top of that one. So we still will have, you know, you could put some bigger things in there because I'm not sure what I'm going to, I may put some button cards or something fun like that in there. So I really, debating whether I want to do glue stick or I think I'll just use my, and yeah, it's crooked because so is the paper. So I did not trim things up. I left, this was from that challenge from Michelle Rose. So, and I also need to remember I have a bunch of things in her kit I need to use too. So when I go to decorate, I think is when I'll use those pieces. I could make this a pocket, but I'm not gonna. Alrighty. I will have to repunch my holes when I'm done here, and that's okay. I have a hole punch. And I'm going to go around the edges with some white gesso or white paint or paint pen. So I don't get the card, you know, just cardstock. So once I get the pages the way I want them, I'll go ahead and go around the edges. I might use gold, I might use white. I'll do something to highlight the edges. It might just be that I use, you know, a little ink. So we'll see. I'm not going to worry about the bottom. Well, I did a really bad job of that one, even though I... Come on now, I need to burnish this. Still lots and lots of allergies, different kinds now. It's heating up again. It's warm today. It's in the 80s. Low 70s. I mean, high 70s, low 80s. At least it's starting out cooler in the morning. We're not into our summertime weather yet, so we're good. We pretty much for the weekend, I had planned to work in the yard, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I crafted all day Saturday. I'm doing this video today, watch the race. Probably won't do too much else tomorrow, which is Monday, which is today for you. I'm going to take the day off and hopefully play in the backyard. So that's the goal. We'll see if that's exactly what I get to do or not. Now I'm going to glue this on. I noticed my glue is getting low. I should have filled it up. But like I said, it's time for me to get a new glue bottle. This one's seen much, much better days. I'm going to go right down to the edge. I may have to trim this off because we'll see how it looks when all is said and done. Like I said, I'm not going to decorate anything today. Eventually this will get lace on the bottom and a number of things. So when I get to that, I'll figure out. Guess what I see? I don't want that little corner. Oh, drawing a line in the air is is a talent that I do not have. I see others get very straight lines doing that. I am not one of them. Now, I pull this out. Normally, I would pull this all the way into the edge. But this is going to be a pocket here. And I think I'll probably put lace or something. I'll put something right there to cover that. Let's see. What do I have in my little... I buried... Oops. I buried my bitty pieces to the back here, which I did not mean to do. Kind of wanted to keep my littler pieces in front and my bigger pieces in the back of my little bag, which I just get these little bags at Target when they have them. They've had them for a while, but they come and go, you know, so it depends on if I can get there early enough to get them, but apparently there's a line in the morning and people go crazy over the $1. Yeah, you know, I was thinking I would just put like a little flower or something there. I just wanted to see what I had. I won't do it probably right now, but see, it might be fun to do something like that to decorate. Doesn't really affect the pocket because you can still use this side and that side. So I think we're good. So I have plenty of little goodies to use on that. So, okay, that pocket's up. This side, I don't know. I don't want to put a pocket on both sides. I put a belly band on the opposite page. So I think I'm going to wait on that. Let's move on to the next. Where did I? Oh, there we go. I'm like, where does that little page go? Okay, where's my lid? Whoops, I do not want to mess up my glue today. All right. No glue debacles today. Although I've seen it happening on a number of other channels. So honestly, I don't feel so bad. I'm going to need a hole punch for that. And I put away my crocodile. Sorry about my head there. So I guess I'll just punch it with, I don't know if this will go through the cardboard though. Nope, it won't. Okay, so I will just have to punch that. Well, it punched that side. Wonder if it'll punch enough of it for me. No. Almost. All right. This just reminds me. I'll just set it there so I know that's where it goes. Whew. It might do it, but I don't want to spring this. I've had it quite a while. I love it. Ever since my scrapbooking days, so I really don't want to trash it, but I'll have to get out my crocodile later. All right, let's go to, do we have another hard? I think I'm going to put my big pockets on these heavier cardboard pages. And I think we'll do it on this side and leave, like I said, the others. There's only 2 of those, right? Yeah, 2. So let's open this one. You are seeing my creative process as I would be doing it without the camera on. Because you always have to decide what are you going to work on next and how are you going to do it. You know, that's always the way. So I know there was another, where'd that pocket go? There we go. So let's do some scoring. I have a score board, but I hate it. I don't like it at all. It has the cutter down the side, and I wish I hadn't got that one. I really dislike it very much. It's hard to use. At least I think it is. I know a lot of ladies use it. But I do notice that those that started out with the one with the cutter have all gone to straight scoreboards, and that's probably what I'm going to do is try to find one online that I like. I think We Are Memory Keepers is going to be the one for me. But I've invested so much in equipment, I hate to buy anything else. When this works just as well, you know, it really does. See, look how easy that folds. So I just need to score it enough times that it just makes it super duper easy to use. And I'll do it this way to give me some room in the pocket. See, if I do it this way, it closes it up tight and there's no room for anything that has any bulk. But if you do it this way, you gain a little room for things that have bulk. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I just realized, sorry, excuse my arm, my reach, my everything. I just realized I was going to need this. I thought I already punched this out. Jolene designs these to work with either 1 or a 1.5 inch punch. In this case, it's the 1.5 is perfect size for this. And I want to go ahead and ink it before I do anything. Now, I noticed that she used a smoky color around the edges of her kit, and I could do that as well. But this particular one, because of the cardboard and everything, I'm using the Vintage Photo. I could use the gray, and it would look lovely, but I am doing it a little bit different. So I think she did hers with this. Nope, not that. Give me a second. This hickory smoke is like the color that you kind of see around the edge, sort of a taupey gray. And I think that's kind of how she has it edged. So if you like that, get one. And then that way you'll have the exact color. If I use this to do another project, I will absolutely do the color that she used. But I'd already started with this, and with the brown cardboard, I just thought vintage photo was a little bit better for me. So I'm doing the ready-made things first, and then, you know, I'll create my own pockets and things as I go along if I don't have enough. I did reprint everything a number of times, so I can do that. Gosh, I took my allergy meds and it didn't help. Oh, gosh. They are bad today. My husband, too, though. He's suffering. He had a terrible sinus migraine yesterday. Poor guy. We both been suffering with sinus migraines in addition to my regular migraines, so that hasn't been fun. Okay, so I'm thinking that's going to go in here, but now the question is, what do we want behind it? Now, I do know there were a number of things in Michelle's kits that we were supposed to use. Here's my... Oh, that isn't going to do it. She had a number of papers. Wrong era. She had that. I might be able to use a bit of that in there. That kind of looks like something, huh? Let me see if we can do something. I see a couple pages I might be able to use. Oh, shoot, this is pretty pretty and it's on both sides. Darn it. Okay, well, too dark. Want to keep it lighter. Maybe I could do a little collage. What do you think? And then we can just put the pocket down on a corner. And if we use this, it could give us some, oops, we're going to work on this side, I forgot. It could give us a little, this is good for writing, though. I don't think I'll use it this time around, because I want to keep that to write on, I think. We definitely can use this. And this, and then we can, oh, yeah, there we are. That looks really cool. Because it picks up the green. The question is, do I put it on this side? I need to make sure of something. I did find that the way I cut these, I cannot flip them upside down or right. They have to be exactly how I cut them or they don't fit. Yeah, okay. Poking these holes was a whole lot of fun. It took a long time. I love the ring-bound journals, but they are fiddly, as someone says. Very fiddly. So I think I'm going to, I'm not great at tearing, guys, so wish me luck. Not my forte. Don't like that hard edge. Oh, give me a second here. Okay. And this does bother my hands to tear, so because I have fibromyalgia really bad, especially my hands. At times, it's very painful for me to rip something. So I was thrilled when the Tim Holtz came out with this cutter. I have cutting scissors that do that too, but they're smaller, so they're not all that convenient. But I'm in love with this thing. Oh gosh, I was so thrilled. My daughter and I bought one for both my daughter and myself, so we both could have one. Well, being that I'm going for the rough edge look, I think I'm going to do that with this. Just barely cut the edge. I wish I had more of this to use. I think I might, in my stash, I'll have to look when the video is over and see if I do indeed have some papers like this I can use. So there's more of it in the journal. I hate to waste this part down here, so I think I'll... This isn't too bad to tear. It's pretty thin, but this is a heavier cardstock type. That bothered me to do that. So I don't want to make it a square, though. You know what I mean? I feel like I need something there. What could I put there? Do I have scraps? I did. I started with a few scraps, but honestly, I've pretty much already used up my scraps. Let's see if I have a bag of, a little bit of scraps, not too much. There we are. Oh my gosh, stuff everywhere. Let's see if we have a bit of something that we can put in that corner. When I trimmed the pages to fit, I ended up with that might work okay. Well, I see our time is flying away, so I will finish this, and then I will be back to work on it Wednesday. We will work on it on Wednesday, and then we will finish up whatever I feel like doing on camera on... It's so hard to get this out of here. Come on, there we go. Goodness gracious. Then we'll finish up, well, we'll try to finish up some things for Friday, so we'll kind of, we'll do that. There we go. How's that? That looks pretty good. All right, let's see if we can get that glued down before we run out of time here. Boy, I'm going to need a Diet Coke or something. My mouth is super dry today. Boy, I really hated to glue on this side. It's so pretty. But this side fits what I'm working on better, so kind of glad it's two-sided, right? Now, when I put this down... I'm not going to press down these edges because I've got to get that under there. I just realized that when I started to glue it, so... I'm not using glue stick on this because I'm putting it on gesso. And gesso is very hard to glue over. It's actually resistant. Well, you can use it as a resistance when you're doing your mixed media. So see if I can kind of stick that under there, maybe a little bit, and kind of over that edge a little bit. We don't want it so perfect, you know what I mean? So not so many hard edges. See, it doesn't want to stick. I think if anything's going to stick to this, it's this. If not, I could try the Fabri-Tac, but usually the art glitter glue is made to stick-on glitter, so you would think it would work. And then we could put our little pocket on here to leave us room for a little bit bigger tag, maybe, to right about there. And this might leave us some room for some lace or some fancies. So I don't think I'm actually gonna leave the back open. Instead of gluing it straight down, I'm just gonna go around side and bottom, leave the top open. And I'm gonna kind of sort of center it, kind of, sort of. Let's see if we get this straight. Hopefully my head hasn't been in the camera the whole time. Gosh, I'm going to be... I had really moved it when I was working here because I kept hitting my head on it. So I moved it. And my husband's like, you moved it. Yeah, sorry, I did. So if we were going to put a tag in there, I don't think I have any cut right now. Let me see. Do I? All my tags are bigger. Do I have a little tag? Maybe this one. Just so you get an idea. There we go. That would go there. I like this, but I think I would have to ink it and do a few things to it to kind of age it up a bit. Maybe add some lace and a few little goodies. Definitely not completed. Definitely would have to be, I would have to do something with it to make it, you know, go better with this. So I do have some dots. Gonna add on there like that. Oh, so what I like to do is put them on first, then cut my hole, and then put it on the back. These are pretty sticky, so don't worry about them coming off. So that might go in there. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided what's going to go in there just yet. I just thought I'd see what I had. Could be something like this. I do like this a lot. Oh, that could go there, and that could go there. And then we'll go back and decorate those. So we'll start off with that. So, looks like we've made a nice little start on this. I'm pretty happy with it. Kind of feel like I probably should have inked some of this green paper a little bit, but that doesn't mean we can't just run a little, whatever's on my, I may have to take my Big Bertha and do some cleanup on the corners. Yes. But we've got to start on it. I feel like it's rolling along. So, like I said, we will do work on it Wednesday and get it going. Boy, that is going to be, those joints are going to be a problem for me, I think. I'd leave it out of the rings, but then I would get confused as to where things go. So I just feel like it has to be there. It's no different than if it were bound. It's just the way it is, you know. That's what happens when you work on a ring-bound journal. So today we managed to finish this page and this page. And while we have just a couple minutes, I will see... Oh dear, I'm throwing things around here. Oh, I have some pretty lace tag here. That would be lovely in there, and it's big as one of the many things we could put in there. I could also see a big, like one of these in there. So we can ink those up a bit, and then I'll get that punched with my crocodile punch. Okay, well, everyone, I want to thank you for coming on out and hanging out with me. And that was a very quick hour. Boy, that went so quick. I can't believe it. Well, probably because I was showing off all the goodies. I'll try not to do that in my next video and just get right down to work so we can get some more done on this lovely little journal. I want to welcome all my new subscribers and thank you for coming back. And I want to thank each and every one of you who's been watching me from the beginning for stopping by and seeing what's up. And if you like my channel and you're new to it, please subscribe. Hit the little bell for notification. Hit a like and comment so I know you're there. I can welcome you to my group. I can say hello and leave you a comment. And as the ladies who have been here since day one know, when we hit our 500, I will be doing a giveaway somewhat shortly after that because I have to make something special. There will be a giveaway for those of you who are subscribers who hit like and comment on every video that you personally watch. So if you do that, you know, you're going to have a chance at winning one of my pieces, because for those of you who are new to the group don't know that when I put them in my shop, they go very quickly. They're gone sometimes in minutes, sometimes within a day or 6 hours. So it's always worth it for you to try to win something so that you don't have to do that, because I pay the shipping and I send it to you. And a couple of my ladies have already won and seem pretty pleased with what they got. So please do that. If you are not aware, I am on Instagram under Vintage Paper Girl. And let's see what else. Oh, and if you like this and you have friends who are crafters, or you've met other crafters who you think would like my channel, please share my channel with them. We're growing and doing our best to continue to do so. So I want to thank you all for coming by today and hanging out with me in the studio, and hopefully crafting or enjoying a little bit of relaxation. Hopefully you're enjoying your day off if today is a day off for you. If not, I hope you had a wonderful day and you have a wonderful evening. And I will see you all very soon. Love you all. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.